It was teaching you how to speak peace in the middle of them. That is the mark of the chosen one. You no longer panic when the winds blow because you have already survived worse. Chosen one. If you feel exhausted by your past, understand that exhaustion is the final sign of transition. The test is ending. The graduation is near. Heaven is saying your time of preparation is over. You have passed through the fire and proven faithful. The same battles that once broke you now empower you. The strength you carry is no longer fragile, it is forged. God said, I trained you for this moment because you are ready to stand where others fell. Now the season of silence will shift into a season of sending. The one who was once hidden will soon be revealed. The voice that was once ignored will soon be amplified. The pain that once humbled you will soon empower others. You were trained to lead not by words, but by example. Every scar is proof that you made it through the fire with your faith intact. Heaven calls those scars beautiful because they tell the story of endurance. Chosen one. This is the truth you must hold. The training was never meant to last forever. It had a purpose, and that purpose has been fulfilled. The divine teacher has completed his lesson. The test has ended. Now the command has come. God is saying, rise because I have trained you well. Your next chapter is waiting. What once looked like an ending was only the rehearsal for your divine beginning. The hidden signs of preparation. Chosen one. There were signs all along that God was preparing you, but in the moment you could not see them clearly. Heaven never trains the chosen in the open. It does it quietly beneath the surface, where faith must replace sight. Every strange experience, every repeated cycle, every delay that frustrated you was actually a sign of divine preparation. You were walking through spiritual boot camp while thinking you were lost. God was shaping you into a vessel strong enough to carry destiny. You began to feel patterns repeating in your life. Similar situations, different faces, same lessons. Those were not coincidences, they were divine drills. Heaven kept bringing you through the same fires until your reaction changed from fear to faith. The moment you stopped panicking and started trusting, you passed that level of training. God does not promote the chosen until they have mastered the lesson of stillness. The chosen one must learn to be unshaken even when everything around them shakes. Chosen one, remember how it felt when everything you planned crumbled, yet something deep inside whispered, keep going. That inner voice was not your imagination. That was heaven speaking through your spirit, reminding you that you were being prepared for greater things. The chosen are never allowed to quit because their assignment is larger than their pain. When you felt you couldn't take one more step and somehow still stood, that was proof of divine strength taking over. You were never walking alone. The unseen hands of angels were holding you steady while your faith was being built. There were times you felt unseen and unheard. You prayed, but heaven seemed silent. You asked for direction, but no answer came. That silence was not absence, it was assessment. Teachers stay quiet during the test. God wanted to see if you would keep trusting even when the instruction stopped. The chosen one must walk by what was already spoken, not by constant reassurance. Heaven was training your spirit to move by revelation, not emotion. You may also remember dreams that felt prophetic. Some were filled with battles, some with light, others with symbols you could not interpret. Those were divine messages disguised as visions. The battles represented your inner strengthening. The light represented divine confirmation. The unknown faces represented those you would one day impact. God was already revealing your path through those dreams. Even the nightmares that tried to shake your peace were part of your training, to teach you authority in the spirit realm. Chosen one. Think about how many times you sensed things before they happened. You felt people's intentions before they spoke. You saw endings coming before they unfolded. That was not paranoia, that was discernment being developed. Heaven was sharpening your senses for the mission ahead. The chosen cannot rely on appearances. They must perceive truth beyond the surface. You are being taught to see with spiritual eyes and to listen with the heart, not the ears. That sensitivity you carry now is the mark of divine maturity. During your preparation, God also used people as mirrors. Some entered your life to reflect your strength,